Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christian with PerfectStockAlert.com, a 100% free service for smart investors and traders. All we ask in return, please refer a friend. Today is Friday, August 23rd, 2013. Had a few requests to look at the natural gas chart, so I'll be doing that today and looking at nat gas, the actual spot price, end of day price. So when I'm looking at this chart, I'm going to start off looking at the long-term weekly chart. Obviously, that's a stronger chart comparative to the 3-month daily, simply because there's more data on the chart, and therefore it's a stronger signal. So let's be sure to check that first. Whenever you look at this chart, you can see we were in a downtrend for a while here, making lower lows and lower highs and blah, blah, blah. And then we get this massive bounce up here. Notice what happened here, this low point down here. You have a nice formation. Basically, what we're looking at here is a really good signal for a bottom. It's simply an inverse head and shoulders pattern, and that's a very good, strong sign of a bottom formation. You bounce out of that. You went higher, and you come up here, and you took out previous highs from the actual formation here, higher highs, higher lows, everything's bullish in that particular situation. And you'll notice again, this previous 345 level here, this was support and it broke down. So let's draw a line out there and just kind of see what's going on there. And we come up here and we've actually come up here, we close above the 50-period moving average, again another bullish sign, pull back down, still maintaining higher highs, higher lows, everything's still very bullish here. Continues the formation here as well. Now, whenever you're getting to new highs that we have here versus here, whenever you're in that situation, you want to make sure it's not a bearish divergence situation, not just something that's topping, run its course. So what you do for that, to determine that, is simply look at your ultimate oscillator or whatever momentum indicator you'd be using, full stotch, slow stotch, RSI, etc. In this particular case, you can see that we have this high point here is higher than we'd seen in the previous ones. So in that particular case, it'd be confirming that this is confirmed price activity by momentum. So it should be higher than this high. And then we get this pullback again down here. When we look at this pullback here, you can see a couple different things about it. Number one, 313 is the low. Previous low was 312. Still higher highs, higher lows. Hammer candlestick formation off the bottom. Very strong bullish condition there. There's nothing here that's negative. Everything is in a bullish uptrend. That you could be actually moving sideways at this point, just kind of reaffirming or forming this previous support that broke down. And you will see that start to develop over time, but it will still be if that's the case, instead of making this continuation of the high points, what would happen is you come up here like so, you may top out at the same level, come back down, and just kind of move sideways, something like this. For now, we just look at the chart as being, it's still an uptrend. But if it were sideways, you would still be a buyer off the low and a seller off the top. But right now, you stay with a bullish bias. Also, point out on this particular chart a few more things. Whenever you look at this low close here, and then this low close here, it's trending down. The same time period on price activity, on the ultimate oscillator, low point here, and higher low here, it's trending up. That's a bullish divergence telling you this is oversold to the downside. Anything below this point right here is actually an overshoot to the downside. It's not sustainable. You don't just start buying when that happens. You wait for the reversal. That happened last week, so you'd be a buyer there, or any of this time period now. You're looking for this to test the previous high. Okay, here we are now looking at the same chart, only this is the daily chart, so it's the 3-month daily. Each one of the candlesticks represents a day's worth of trading activity. In this particular case, you can see, again, here's the massive sell-off, the overshoot to the downside. Again, point out, same signal about the low point here is higher than the low point here. So you have this trending up. The same time period, you can see we were trending down. And that was a bullish divergence. You expect all of that downward move right here to get erased and us to come back up above that line. So again, this bounce here makes a lot of sense, and also strong hammer formation off the bottom. We like that. You could do a couple different things here. You could be a buyer here with a stop off the 312 or 313 level to keep a tight stop off of that, and then if she comes back down here, that's fine. That would just be a normal retracement situation, and then look for a move like this. Another thing that would happen is if everybody already sees that it's turning around, then you won't get that pullback because no one's going to give up their position. So what will happen instead is the price will just come up here, and you get a bull signal when it closes above that 50-period moving average. This red line right here. When you close above that, you're indicating a bull condition. When you close below it, you're indicating a bear one. And then what typically happens at a bearish situation is you will find resistance when you come up near that 50-period moving average. You'll shy away from it. It happens again and again and again, and will continue to happen until the condition turns bullish. Once it turns bullish, you'll close above it. So that could be another signal for you. Use that as a buy signal. Opportunity with a tight stop set off the low here. So your risk would be right here, and the upside is about buck, maybe higher if we continue to move higher. But anyway, the risk-reward ratio makes a lot of sense there. I'd use any pullback as a buying opportunity in this scenario. If you've not been to the free website at perfectstockalert.com, well then I don't like you, and that's about all I can say about that. Simply right here on the homepage, global market charts updated nightly. Again, updated nightly. Several of them have turned around on the bullish side as of today's activity. We'll be updating them tonight after I upload this video. Be sure to check out the website nightly because I update the charts and they'll show you the short-term, 3-month daily, as well as the long-term. And again, there are many different opportunities setting up on the bullish side here, so be sure to check it out. God bless, take care, enjoy your weekend, and be safe. Please take a moment to review our disclaimer. The information provided herein is our opinion only. Under no circumstances do any statements here represent a recommendation to buy or sell securities or make any kind of an investment. You are responsible for your own due diligence. To summarize, we do not provide investment advice, nor do we make any claims or promises that any information here will lead to a profit, loss, or any other result. These videos are for educational purposes only.